Good morning, good afternoon. Daily recap is here. Today was a good example of how a green day is not a good day. And today was a green day, but it's not what I would consider a good day. We're going to break it all down. Exactly what happened, what I traded, what I didn't trade, and what I maybe could have done differently to possibly have made today a better day. And I think today really would have been a better day if I made less money. And I know that sounds weird to you, but that's what I want to talk about today is why sometimes sticking to rules and doing less is ultimately just the right thing to do, even if it means you're going to make less money. And I want to talk about it this morning here with HMA and a couple of others. Now, I went into the open today and I was hoping that it was going to be a pretty crazy day. I was thinking it was going to. We look at SPY today. The market is up over 12.5 points today, just about, because of the Iran news updates over this morning in pre-market. And so I'm expecting a really hot day. I come into the open, right, pre-market, going into the bell. Not a whole lot is looking fantastic. So you got a few things to watch this morning. We're looking at MGRX, UGRO, AHMA, SER. I have a few things to look at here. Well, and none of these really did too well for us today because, I've got some profits today, but I want to look back at some of these. And so, number one, MGRX. I come into the open, I see this pulling back out of the bell, and I actually like this setup. Even now looking back at it, I like the setup. The only thing that I don't like is, of course, we were beneath the 9 and 20 EMAs, but I was looking for a flip out of the open to break the highs. And so we flush out of the open, double top rejection off of the opening price. And we pull back from this low from pre-market, right off the 50 EMA, right off of VWAP. And so I start to see this rejection off of the lows here, puts in place this little wick off the low. So I'm like, well, let me see if this thing can get bought back up. And so I see it continue to get bought back up. You can see this candle gets bought back up here. It puts in place two wicks off the lows here. So I said, well, shoot, let me see if I can get a break back to curl back up through these previous highs, back up towards the pre-market highs. So we're like, all right. Well, took a half size loss to start the morning here in MGRX from 37 down to 36. So one loss a share. I'm like, okay, no deal. You know what it is. Starting the day small red. Okay, but it happens. After this, though, we start to see some action on HMA. And now this actually halts out of the open several minutes later. This halts up out of the open where I'm watching this. The game plan was to watch it over 550 for the range of 7, 8, and 9. Now 550, of course, way down here. We open up and it flushes down here off of you up to $6. In hindsight, I could have taken this probably, but I obviously don't want to go chasing that first candle at market open, so it's all hindsight. So what I notice here is we have, of course, this high going into the bell. We break out to the upside. Price pulls back off the 90 EMA and gets bought up through new highs. Okay. It's breaking. I'm like, okay, well, so we break over this high. I'm wanting to see a candle close over this breakout candle. I want to see a strong close, and so I don't take it here. I wait for price to confirm above the breakout. Then I want to watch for pullbacks. Well, by the time I did that, this thing's halted up. It halts up right here at the new high. So I'm like, well, shoot, I missed the halt. So I'm watching a dip and a rip because I know that we have a clean setup here on the break of this high from pre-market. So I wait for it to open up out of the halt. Price pulls back. I see it get bought up aggressively out of the halt. I take my entry, risking off of the 90 EMA for the break to new highs. I did get that, and I got a really nice move here, actually, from 715 all the way over 780. Of course, took a full exit as we rejected off the high. Topping tail rejection. That was my full take profit. Overall, I'm sitting here 715 to about 760. I'm happy with it. Nice way to start. Back to green of the day now. Play the pullbacks a couple of times. You can see overall pretty much break even on the pullbacks. Didn't really get any continuation there. Sells off, halts down, nasty move, reclaims. As it reclaims, I'm looking for pullbacks. I took a quarter size here, and then I add in here for the curl back off the 20 EMA. Of course, I get the curl back off the 20 EMA. I get an early exit here because we wick off this high, and then it makes the move I wanted. So irritating. So overall, I'm break even here as well. So I'm green on this because of this first trade here. I'm break even here. And so at this point, I'm just irritated because I'm watching this make its next move after I take my exit because we have this nasty topping tail off the attempted curl. So I'm at this point just so frustrated. It's what it is. And now, of course, this thing is just getting trashed here later on in the morning. This thing is just halting down. This thing was up on no news this morning. So anyways, on this, I had my profit from the first move, and that was really it. And, back, I'm happy with these trades. I just can't believe I missed this leg because of how choppy price action was. And the problem was the spread here was so large that, it's a little bit of a different trading stock, and it was a little bit something that I felt like I had more conviction in, something that was a little bit safer, per se. You got to think this is a 1 million share float, $7, $8 a share, have a bit of a spread behind it. And so my concern is if we were to knife beneath this low, I'm getting, a good bit of slippage, and I'm probably going to take a larger than expected loss. So I'd rather take a break-even trade, take a larger loss. So I'm all happy with this. I'm happy with, of course, the next one here in UGRO as well, which was the most fruitful of the morning. But I'll tell you why I'm irritated with this too. Now, this is a really nice setup today. I had on the list as well this morning. You can see here over VWAP. My game plan was to play it over VWAP for the range to 450 and 5. I did that, and I played it perfectly. I even got the move to 433. So perfectly the plan. Even played it over VWAP. So here's the thing. I got a 40-cent move on this. I saw it break out. We have the range from the open here. Look at this. So we have the range from open here that we get breaking out of, and I take the entry for the extension higher. Well, I get a perfect entry right here at $4. $3.99 was the actual entry. Risking off the bottom of the candle at $3.90. So what happens here is the charts are lagging. On one screen, I'm looking at my chart on Webull. The price is up here at like 10. I'm like, well, shoot, let me take some profits. Let me go and take some profits. Well, little did I know, and come to find out, Webull was lagging this morning on the charts, so I got filled at $3.94 for my first trim. I then look over and see true price. It pulls back, then it, of course, tracks higher, makes me move all the way to the 430s. Where I'm able to get some more trims at 415, 417, 420. It pulls back, and I take the pullback at 410. I get a little move back to 420, takes more profits off. Overall, I'm out full there because we saw a seller coming off the highs. So I'm happy with this. Overall, it was like 99 to like 20. But the problem was the first trim. I trimmed at first into the red, which had me so irritated. Because I wouldn't have done that if I would have known the price wasn't really here. I'm thinking price is here. I'm trying to trim some profits, and I'm getting filled way down here beneath my entry. Just unbelievably. So this is where it starts to, get to me a little bit. It starts to tilt me just a little bit. We go back here again, and I take another win on it later. 2 more wins. Happy with this. We flush, right? We put in place these lower lows, flat top highs. We reclaim the 9 and 20 EMA, where I take the entry right here again at $4. Check this out. So back in there at 4, risking off of the 9 and 20 EMA around 390 again. For the range back into the previous highs. Okay, I traded it well. Again, I have it again from 4 to, 415 again? Yeah, 415. So I'm happy with that. Good, cool. Tries to make a new high, fails to do so. Again, I take a full profit there at 415. It is what it is. Easy enough. Nice win. So I'm happy with UGRO, but I'm not happy with that first trim. This really would have made me a whole lot more money today had it not been for that. So that was that. And then I ended it off with AIFF. I am break even on, surprisingly. We have the flat top breakout. I see volume coming in over the highs. And the first one here I'm happy with. A little bit higher than I would like to be on this. I was looking for the quick extension higher. Not fond of this. It puts in place this really tight range. I'm not super happy with the entry here, personally. I don't love it. Now, of course, I sold it right at my entry, as you can see. But it's just a trade that I shouldn't have taken. And I took it because I was irritated and tilted from the trades over on UGRO. And of course, I'm profitable in UGRO today. But I was mad because I could have made so much more money. And I didn't because of lag. And so I let it get to me. I take a trade here in AIFF because I'm like, well, shoot, I need to make this. And so what do? I'm human. I make mistakes too. I'm here to be transparent, honest with you guys. I should have taken this trade. Regardless if I'm green or not, I should not have taken this trade. MGRX, I had a couple of small wins to end the morning too. Sort of on nothing real crazy. We didn't really find much continuation. It is what it is. Very small place here. I was wanting to see this higher low continue to hold and get, of course, squeezing back up through these highs, which we didn't get. I've got very small wins on this. So that was that. So you know what? I got to say, I'm a human. As you can see today, I did some things that maybe I shouldn't have done. I've got some wins. I've got some losses too. A lot of my wins today were quite small, except for AHMA and UGRO, which I had some decent sized plays on. Those are my 2 most profitable tickers of the morning, and that's really what kept me in the green today. So I am still green today, but it's not a good green day. And the big reason why is because I'm just not too happy with how I traded. So like I always say, you can have a red day where it's a great day, and it just means you executed per your plan. You did exactly what you had to do. You traded the great setups. It just didn't work out. Then you can have days that aren't just good days, where there could have been some improvement with how you executed. That's about how I feel today. It's not that I executed poorly, because I executed what I traded well, but maybe I took things that I shouldn't have taken. Maybe I overtraded. Maybe I, things that weren't A+. And I think that's sort of where this frustration is sort of rooted from. So that's my morning. As you can see, I make mistakes too. So don't let yourself down too much because guess what? You're a human. You're always going to make mistakes. Even on green days like this, I'm incredibly frustrated. The most frustrated I have been in weeks, just for perspective, even on a green day. But I have this pursuit for perfection. If I don't have that perfect execution, I'm just mad at myself. Anyways, if you learned a thing or two from this video, make sure to, of course, subscribe for daily content just like this. And make sure to grab your 7-day free trial in the description down below to trade alongside me on stocks just like this in real time every single day. Let's keep the green streak alive going into tomorrow. Knock on wood. Hopefully trade much better tomorrow. Hopefully be a little slower paced and maybe I can lock something good in. So let's look for some good continuation tomorrow on some of these setups. Look for some better opportunities, and I will see you back there.